Red skies at night. Red skies at night. Whoa, oh, whoa, oh, 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 oh. Red skies at night. Red skies at night.
Will the Cavaliers dominate once again, or can the Bulls shock us all with a big win at home? The Cavaliers are off to a dream start, holding an 11-0 record, and they just staged an impressive fourth-quarter comeback against Brooklyn. With Evan Mobley putting up 23 points and 16 rebounds, Cleveland's offense is blazing, averaging 122.7 points per game, first in the league. And with shooting accuracy near 53%, they're making opponents pay every night. Meanwhile, Chicago's back in the win column after beating Atlanta, but their defense continues to struggle, giving up over 120 points per game. With Zach LaVine and Nikola Vucevic leading their scoring, the Bulls can keep it close but have been vulnerable on defense, especially late in games. Today's AI pick is Cleveland -7.5 spread. We're anticipating the Cavs will turn up the heat and outpace Chicago by a strong margin. That's the pick for Game 1. Stick around. Now, onto Game 2. The Clippers come into this game on a 4-game winning streak, refreshed and ready after last playing on Friday. Missing stars like Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, they've found new life with James Harden leading the charge and the defense ranked second in the league. They'll face the Thunder, who hold the top spot in the Western Conference with an 8-1 record, thanks to their league best defense in scoring, field goal, and three-point percentages. However, OKC may be showing some fatigue, playing on the second night of a back-to-back after a tough matchup with the Warriors. The Thunder's defense is still solid. Without key rotation players like Jalen Williams and Isaiah Hartenstein, they could struggle to keep the Clippers out of this game, especially if L.A. can control the pace. And today's AI pick is the Clippers to cover the +7.5 spread. With OKC coming off a likely exhausting game and L.A. rested and ready, the AI sees value in grabbing the points here. Look for the Clippers to leverage their defense, slow down the game, and keep things close. While OKC might pull out a narrow win, the AI pick today is Clippers +7.5, expecting a gritty, down-to-the-wire finish. That's Game 2 in the books. Now, onto Game 3. Can the Wizards bounce back, or will the Rockets ride their momentum for another win? Both teams are on the second leg of back-to-backs, but they're coming off very different results. The Wizards, now 2-6, just took a tough 121-94 loss to Orlando, exposing some serious defensive gaps. Meanwhile, the Rockets pulled out a gritty 101-99 win over Detroit, showing they can close out tight games. With Jalen Green and Alperen Sengun leading the Rockets' offense, and a fifth-ranked defense against three-point shots, Houston has the tools to dominate. Washington, on the other hand, is relying heavily on rookies like Alexander Sarr and Carlton Carrington, talented but inexperienced, especially in back-to-back games. And today's AI pick is Houston to cover the -13.5 spread. The AI sees Houston's strong defense and balanced scoring as too much for a struggling Wizard squad. Expect the Rockets to control the pace, exploit Washington's youth, and pull away for a comfortable win. Houston to cover is today's call. That's Game 3 locked. Now, onto Game 4. Can the struggling Pelicans find their form, or will the Nets seize an opportunity on the road? The Nets, sitting at 4-6, have been competitive despite their record, especially when it comes to covering the spread, where they're 8-2 ATS. Led by Cam Thomas, who's averaging 25.2 points per game, Brooklyn boasts a middle-tier offense and is efficient from most areas, though they struggle near the rim. Their defense holds its own in turnovers and three-point defense but ranks poorly in rim protection. On the other side, New Orleans is grappling with injuries and ranks last in defensive rating. They're allowing high percentage looks, particularly around the rim, and struggling with defensive rebounding. The Pelicans' offense is also lacking, sitting at 23rd, compounded by missing key players like Zion Williamson and CJ McCollum. Given these mismatches, Brooklyn looks primed to take advantage. Today's AI pick is the Brooklyn Nets to pull off the win at -120. The AI favors the Nets, expecting their balanced scoring and defensive edge. Onto Game 5. The Kings 6-4, fresh off an impressive 127-118 overtime win over the Suns. They fought hard, showing resilience down the stretch with De'Aaron Fox leading the charge. While Sacramento's three-point shooting remains cold at just 30.7%, they're making up for it with elite inside play, where they lead the league in paint scoring and free throw percentage. On the other side, the Spurs, now 4-6, just lost a nail-biter to Utah, despite a massive performance from Victor Wembanyama, 24 points, 16 rebounds, and 7 blocks. San Antonio's defense is tough inside, holding opponents to just 51.5% on two-pointers. However, they've struggled offensively, ranking near the bottom in both midrange and three-point shooting. This could be the opening the Kings need to control the game's tempo. Sacramento to cover the -1.5 spread. The AI sees the Kings capitalizing on their momentum and paint dominance to outlast the Spurs. With San Antonio's inconsistent shooting and Sacramento's offensive depth, the AI favors the Kings to cover and bring home another win. Alright, let's recap all 5 games. Game 1, Cleveland Cavaliers vs Chicago Bulls. The AI pick is Cleveland to cover the -7.5 spread. With Cleveland's top-ranked offense and Chicago's defensive struggles, the Cavs are primed to extend their perfect season. Game 2, Oklahoma City Thunder vs Los Angeles Clippers. Today's AI pick is Clippers to cover +7.5. OKC's coming off a tough back-to-back, and the AI sees value in grabbing the points with a well-rested Clippers team ready to keep it close. Game 3, Washington Wizards vs Houston Rockets. And the AI pick is Houston to cover -13.5. The AI anticipates a strong Rockets defense will exploit Washington's youth and secure a decisive win. Game 4, Brooklyn Nets vs New Orleans Pelicans. The AI calls it Brooklyn to win at -120. With the Pelicans' defensive struggles and key injuries, the Nets have the edge to pull out a road win. Game 5, Sacramento Kings vs San Antonio Spurs. And finally, the AI pick is Sacramento to cover -1.5. The Kings' recent momentum and solid inside play should be enough to hold off the Spurs. Closing line, those are our picks for today. Thanks to all 480 of you for being here with us. If you're new, hit that subscribe button to stay on top of our daily picks. Let's make it a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Red sky.